Hello, this is Eno Cal, and this video contains spoilers for Hell's Kitchen, so if you're planning on watching that, don't watch this video, thanks. Today we're going to be talking about the cruelest and most shocking elimination in Hell's Kitchen, how it forever changed the show, and if the chef involved even deserved it. Okay, Hell's Kitchen, the show where funny man Gordon Ramsay curses out chefs and kicks them out in a funny way. Hilarity ensues. I laugh, you laugh, and Gordon Ramsay laughs because of the money he earns. However, back in Season 3, stuff was way different. The show was still developing, and in my opinion, while Season 3 isn't the turning point, I think it's part of the catalyst that transformed the show into what it is now. So what's the big difference between Season 3 and how it is now? Well, in Season 1 to about Season 4, Gordon Ramsay would usually only eliminate people who were nominated, which soon led to strategy being employed. The downside to this is that stronger chefs get eliminated over weaker chefs sometimes, including, but not limited to, Chris over Jimmy and Andrew, and Lou Ross over Matt, which is probably the grossest example. In recent years, Gordon Ramsay's pretty unhinged with his eliminations. Now he will kick out people even if they weren't nominated, while it rarely happened back in the day. Back to Season 3. Minus Jen, this season had 3 people be just eliminated without a nomination, which is higher than usual. Vinny, Melissa, and Josh. Today we're going to be focusing on Josh, even though Vinny is interesting too.
I didn't know what you wanted, you didn't want to show me, so what did you want me to do?
You two-faced, lazy little fucker.
Lazy.
The truth is that Josh's elimination was one of the most shocking in Hell's Kitchen history, and was a huge turning point in the show for how far Gordon Ramsay could go. Josh outlasted both Vinny and Melissa, and he wasn't eliminated in the same way they were. While they were blindsided by Gordon, Josh fully suffered his fury. Okay, before we go any further, I think it's important to explain that this moment had been brewing for a while. I have nothing personal against Josh. Throughout the show, he seemed like a really nice guy. That being said, he was pretty weak as a chef. Even Gordon said he didn't have a single good service, yet he made the black jackets, the top 5. Let's look at some Gordon quotes explaining how bad Josh was during his time on the show.
And this is where it separates a fucking chef from a donkey. Come here, let me tell you something.
Chef,
Let me tell you something, you're here. You can't cook.
good to go? We're coming, Rock.
Yeah, you're coming. So's your fucking elimination.
Here are the chefs who were eliminated before him. Between all of them, I would say that Brad was probably more deserving of a black jacket than Josh. Brad was generally consistent and had 2 bad surfaces. Josh skated by being bad, but not the worst. It was a running joke for Gordon to say that maybe they could find something that Josh was good at, since he wasn't good at cooking.
But if I get you guys,
Yeah.
you're out.
Okay.
3 against 1.
All right. Do this. Thank you.
Maybe I've found something that Josh is good at.
It wasn't like the other 4 black jackets, who were all pretty good. Rock was killing it all season, Julia was consistent, Bonnie improved drastically, and Jen was pretty good. Josh was clearly going to be eliminated first, but the way he was eliminated was shocking, so let's break down his last episode. He was on the appetizer station, Rock was on fish, Bonnie was on meat, Julia was on garnish, and Jen was on the dessert station. He immediately fires too many risottos, which leads to Gordon calling him a donut.
What a fucking donut.
He then cooked spaghetti before it was even ordered, twice. Gordon even gives him a warning, which will ring true very soon.
You're pushing me to the fucking limit, big boy, huh?
Then, the fatal mistake comes. His risotto is finally served to the dining room, where it is sent back by the customer because it's undercooked. It was clear that Josh was ready for another bad service. Only he wasn't. Josh was clearly going to go home that night, but Gordon couldn't even wait until then.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, come here, you. What are you doing? Just what the fuck are you doing? Every table so far, nothing's coming out. You're standing there, you're screwing me, and you're fucking useless. What are you doing?
Sorry, Chef.
Yeah, do me a favor.
Yes, Chef.
Take that off and fuck it off the hell of it. Get out! Get out! Hey, you! Leave the jacket and get out! Get out! Give me the jacket.
Give me
the fucking jacket. Fucking useless sack of shit. Get out! Get out!
On his part, Josh takes it like a champ. He never argues back or tries to threaten Ramsay, which proves his maturity. So yeah, Gordon kicks Josh out of the kitchen. My favorite part of this whole thing is that Gordon interrupts him, because Josh is trying to say, "I'm giving you the jacket," but Gordon Ramsay can't even let him finish.
Give me the jacket. Give me the fucking jacket. Fucking useless sack of shit. Get out!
A lot of people found this scene in particular cruel, and it's pretty much still the meanest Gordon Ramsay elimination. But did Josh truly deserve to be eliminated? It's a complicated question. Josh was obviously going to be eliminated later that night, and consistently proved himself to be a weak cook. But at the same time, it was a needlessly dramatic elimination for a nice guy. The truth is, Hell's Kitchen is a show that kind of thrives off of people wanting to see Gordon give it to these chefs, including me. It's fun to watch chefs bounce back from Gordon's criticism and impress him later on, and it's also fun to watch chefs collapse under the pressure. However, usually the chefs who collapse are eliminated before the Black Jackets, which is usually an elite group of chefs. Yet Josh was a collapser who was among risers. Just based on the amount of mistakes that Josh had and how far he made it without much improvement, I think his emphatic elimination was warranted. Now from a moral standpoint, that's a lot more arguable, but to be completely honest, a lot of stuff Gordon does isn't morally correct, but we watch anyway, so it's not really our place to judge. So how did this impact the show's history? Well, it was one of Gordon's craziest escapades yet, and set a new bar for his aggressiveness, to the point that it got too intense for the show to really continue, especially in season 5, where he has moments like throwing plates at Robert. In recent seasons, he's definitely dialed it back, and most fans agree that it's for the best. It's fun to watch Gordon Ramsay chew out contestants, not abuse them. It also seriously impacted how contestants were eliminated. While eliminations used to be pretty linear back then, it started exploding past this season. While season 4 was routine, season 5 had some shakeups. Carol was eliminated despite being on the winning team, and past that it was off to the races. Jim was eliminated without being nominated. Mikey was eliminated without being nominated. Raj was eliminated off the winning team. Jamie wasn't nominated. Neither was Roshni. Jeremy was on the winning team. Nicole wasn't nominated. Season 13 was pretty linear in terms of nominations and eliminations, but even then, Frank and Sterling weren't nominated but eliminated in the kitchen for having weak performances. Season 14 picked it back up when Randy was eliminated off the winning team, as was Joe in season 15. Same with Gia in season 16. Even the All-Star season 17 wasn't safe from this, as Ben, Ashley, and Van were all eliminated while lacking nominations. Season 18 did some things different, yet it technically had a non-nomination elimination when Jen was kicked out mid-service. Josh's elimination showed that everyone in Hell's Kitchen is truly fighting for their lives at every moment, which I'm sure will continue. So congratulations, Josh. Even though you didn't win Hell's Kitchen, you still made history in the show. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is entirely up to you. One thing is for sure, Josh's elimination changed the show forever. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, my friends.